Hola Monterrey, vamos con mi amor, Janet.
Very good.
Thanks, Doug.
Welcome back. ESR, Mr. X Max, JP, Quickscope.
Continues.
Left things off. Question number five, Max.
All right, so yeah, we'll just for question 4. JP, you get question 5 first. So E6 announced today, Aqua will not be joining the team. Finally, people can stop saying, oh, you know, Aqua's on E6. He's not. He's been given an opportunity with an S3 team, apparently, because that's the only reason why he was going to leave E6. So who do you think it is? Like, which team is he joining? Is he replacing somebody? If not, well, and why?
I think I'm going to take the easy answer here, and I'm going to go with Elevate. I think he takes one of those 2 open spots, gets on that league team, and they are looking for 1.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not going to take the easy way. Because that would stink.
I'd appreciate it.
Also, I'd get forfeited.
You would, technically.
I think he takes somebody's spot on Envy.
I was thinking that too. That would have been my hard choice.
I think Aqua ends up on Envy. Somebody on Envy.
Maybe like Proof
ends up getting the boot.
Proof.
I think Proof, Saints, Teep, those 3 guys are probably up for one of those 3. And I don't think either of them really deserves it. I think that team just
doesn't work out.
Yeah. But I think Aqua probably ends up on Envy. That would be my guess.
Really?
Dark Horse, I guess, would be TK.
All right, so JP, if he went to Envy, who would he replace?
I think if he went to Envy, he would either replace Proof or Teep. I think I would probably Proof because it's like a 1-for-1 trade where you're basically taking a top slayer for.
But then you still can't go
like
to Gfinity or anything like that.
Well, are they done making moves then?
With your actual team.
Yeah, I think they'll still make moves.
This
I think
segues
Envy's
into our
going
next
to be
question,
a big part of Roster Mania.
Yeah?
All right. Yeah.
100%.
I mean, is there anyone that says an Envy? They pick one player to stay. Guaranteed.
Well, TK can't go to...
Probably Looney.
Looney guaranteed to stay?
That's really hard because it's going to be...
I think Looney is guaranteed to stay.
I think Looney is guaranteed.
Wow.
I think he's probably the best other than Saints on that team.
Yeah.
And we know Saints can't go to international events.
Ooh,
so.
actually, did I see something somebody posted on Reddit? Let me see. Who was it?
On Reddit?
Let me see if I can find it on Twitter. Somebody posted it. It was a comment on Reddit. You're not gonna find it.
No, yeah, no way.
That Aqua had just followed Swizz.
Really? The TCM?
From TCM.
Look at TCM?
Look at Aqua's followers, or following.
So Prop Aqua, right?
Yeah. Do some investigative work.
I mean, we both come to the agreement though that he is the number 1 prospect.
He did his second recent follower is Mr. Butterworth.
Interesting.
He also follows
he
the
also
Nile.
follows the Nile CEO.
He also follows Gamma Gamers. Maybe he's going to Mexico. E6. Anyway, that's his followers. Come back to us.
Yeah. I think TCM would be an interesting spot. Replace Mad Cat.
Imagine.
I think that would be out of nowhere though.
Who would become the main bow on that team then?
Moose.
Moose the main bow.
Probably
Your worst player technically.
Yeah, that's a weird situation.
Well, I don't know why they dropped Moose.
I don't know why they dropped Mad Cat.
You meant Mad Cat.
Oh yeah, Mad Cat. Mad Cat. I don't know why they didn't drop Moose.
Who knows?
Beats me.
Maybe it's Saints.
Somebody said Saints like changed his Avi. It's got like a red background now. Like,
It's going to Rise. It means it's going to Rise.
Yeah,
or Phase.
Rise.
Or Elevator. Every team that has red because 50% of the teams in Call of Duty eSports have red.
Right.
I didn't know that.
Don't think that happens. But
Thanks, Max.
yeah, thanks. I'll take the win on that one. JP didn't get a vote. Question number 6.
Follow-up question. So, if Aqua is going to Envy, let me find this tweet.
I think
it was last.
You go
week.
first.
It was last week.
No, last time.
Oh. There it is.
So you can bring this.
Let's go
you can
full
bring
screen
up
on this one. Hoax, or is the duo returning?
I remember this graphic when they broke up.
That's hilarious, actually.
It's actually pretty funny.
Leverage to Quantic to Cole to EG. Hoax, or the return of the duo?
I'll tell you what.
I mean, you probably have the intel on this.
Matt goes first. Matt, what do you say?
I don't know anything.
Oh, really?
You do know something.
But I will say, if Teep ends up off of Envy, those two will team.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
If Teep ends up kind of getting screwed over, getting the boot in Envy, let's say Teep even keeps Envy and everybody else gets the boot. I see them playing together again.
You see Aqua, Looney,
And honestly, it might not be the best team for AW. Towards the end, I just see Aches and Teep together.
Just making that squad, just building chemistry until Black Ops 3 comes out.
I think like they may not win anything in AW. They may not even place very well.
No one's winning anything
Top
in AW
eight.
other than OG.
Top 8, top 6. But like when Roster Mania happens at the beginning of Black Ops 3, will any two players have more pull than Aches and Teep together? That would be free
Crema?
agents. Well, no, that are free agents. I mean, free agents.
Oh, okay, free agents. Yeah.
Because you know that Optic team will stay together.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But there'd be any two players who can kind of just pick what they want besides those two when the game comes out that are free agents.
I'd say Clay is
I'd
up there,
say Clay,
kinda.
Crim6, Scump.
Well, I mean,
Hold on,
you know,
that-
no, Scump and Crim are going to be on Optic.
So
Oh, yeah,
is
for sure.
Formal.
Right, so
I
is
think
Formal,
Clay,
so is Damon.
Clay, Saints, those two. They're always
I don't
consistent.
think Saints has.
So it's like,
I don't think Saints can be like, hey, you three, let's team with me. Like, I don't think that will happen.
no. But it's like if Clay could pick any two players out of those, he'd probably pick Aches and Teep, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
100%. So could you see Aqua, Looney, Aches, and Teep?
I like
That, I
that.
don't think
I
that
mean,
team would
like
work,
no
though.
international events for Saints. You replace
Yeah.
Aqua with him, and then you just drop Proof for Pat.
Yeah, I saw they played 8s with each other for a couple series last night. How did anyone know how they played?
Oh, it was
Guys
like
in the chat.
the reunion. Nah, I didn't watch the rates.
No, I didn't
Did you?
either.
No.
No. What
But
do you think,
I
JP?
definitely think they come back.
What do you think, JP? Hoax or is this the return of the duo? He said the return of the duo, so you technically have to say hoax.
I mean, yeah, I guess I have to say hoax.
What do you really
Well,
think?
well,
Get rid of the score. Get rid of the
Yeah,
score.
what do you
Get rid
really
of the
think?
score. This is talking. What do you actually think?
I did hear that they were playing on the same team in 8s, and that's why he tweeted it, just as like
Right.
kind of like a troll comment or something like that. Personally, I'm going with Matt here. If TP goes off Envy, I think he goes straight with Aches. I mean, why not return to your duo just before Black Ops 3 comes out?
Right.
You had a lot of success in Black Ops 2 with him, and in Ghosts, I mean, why not? I mean, who else are you going to team with?
Right, at that point, who else is there for both of them to team
I mean, it's kind of like your last resort. Go with your duo that has been good in the
Right.
past 2 games with you.
Right.
I mean, AW wasn't the strong game for either of them.
Very true.
So why not try it out?
I mean,
they did all right. They had Chino and Sender on their team.
okay, so you can't really judge that then.
Yeah.
And it's not like Aches and Teep hate each other. Everyone just assumes that everyone hates Aches and Aches hates
They
everyone.
don't.
Right. Even Crim has said that he doesn't hate Aches. He respects the hell out of him.
Yeah.
It's just they just don't work together. They just can't team together anymore. You know.
Yeah.
And like Teep and Pat have been friends for teammates forever.
Forever.
So
I think it happens
I
eventually.
think it happens.
Me too.
Don't know exactly when, but I definitely think it happens.
Before Black Ops 3,
You think so?
100%.
In the off season between AW and
Why
if
not?
it doesn't happen, yeah. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm saying if it
Yeah.
doesn't happen now between the off season of AW and Black Ops 3, 100% will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
First
I agree with
WrestleMania would be like the last possible thing, and
Yeah.
it'll probably happen.
I
I think
agree.
it just determines like what team they play for. Like,
Like what organization?
I could even see them teaming for Worlds.
right. I mean, Nozuma and Attach, you don't really know what those guys are going to bring in Black Ops. In Red,
Who
I don't
knows?
remember them.
You go
Zuma wasn't around in Black Ops 2.
Teep, Aches, Enable, Clay.
Aches, Teep, and Abel Clay. That's the team I think would beat OG. Like, that's the team I would put together to beat OG.
It's a good team.
Pretty
Just-
good.
In a
because-
Black Ops game, that's a good team, probably.
A Black Ops team, very good team.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't seen Abel play Black Ops 2.
Right, but you haven't seen Formal
But
play either.
yeah, but if you give him those 3 players to work with,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how bad could you be?
I know.
Yeah. Right, you can be that bad.
Oh, and,
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm putting Clay over Formal regardless in Black Ops 2. Or Black Ops 3 going forward. Just to,
Previous experiences.
right, exactly. So, we can all agree. The return of the duo is happening.
Yeah,
Well, at some point.
at some point.
The greatest
It may
duo.
not be this week, but at
the
some
greatest duo in Call of Duty history.
At some point, I think it happens.
Final question. This will be just an open discussion because,
Yeah.
unfortunately, JP stands no chance. Neither do I against Matt. No one stands a chance against People's Cast.
Not even Ben.
No.
Not even Ben. Not even
gets
Jack.
Ben gets crushed.
Not
in
even
Quickscope all the
Puckett.
time.
Nobody.
It's because he's
Here's
the
that.
people's caster.
I'm a man of the people. When the people say the audio is messing up, guess what? We go to commercial, we fix the audio. When
Do you think
things
you could be
happen,
Puckett in a Quickscope?
nah. It would be difficult.
That would be like
I'd be Jack.
that would be like The Rock, Steve Austin.
Right. Me versus Puckett in a quick scope would be like Undertaker Sting type stuff.
Oh. I'd be Jack, just so you know. Anyway, question 7. With so many great
Am I supposed to
performances
be
at
like
Season 3
I don't
relegation.
really know.
What?
Nothing.
Stop talking
Talk.
crap.
You're the host.
Yeah.
Talk.
With so many great performances at Season 3 relegation from the teams, should the league be expanded to 16
Nope.
teams?
Nope.
Yeah.
I think 12 is a really good number. I don't think
12
we
is
need
perfect.
to be
I even
expanded.
think 12 is too many.
How much you want? 8?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole different argument. Why do you want 8?
how would relegation work? Would there be relegation? I think
Yeah, there
relegation
has to
is
be
a good
relegation.
system, and I think having a top 8, like a secure top 8 after each season, is really good.
Well,
and then you have your 4 that you can switch out if
right.
need be.
I think there should be like pro events and the NAM events in that. Like,
Do you think everything should be like open bracket type thing?
so no. I think it should almost be like 8 teams is like your pro league.
He's writing stuff
And
down.
then you have like a season that maybe goes on like 3 months, right? And then you have a playoff at the end, whatever. And then I think, you know, within these 3 months are 3 open events, which pro teams can't, those 8 teams can't compete at. Those 8 teams can't compete at.
Really?
And you can earn pro points and whatnot. And then the top from those tournaments and online. And then at that point, you go against the bottom 4 in just an 8-team tournament. And then that's how relegation goes. I think that would be sweet.
Do you want an amateur league?
Because then it's, well, I mean, you're essentially kind of creating an amateur league by eliminating those 8
Yeah.
teams from it.
I mean,
And then that also helps the pros. They don't have to play on those weekend tournaments they don't like and stuff. I think
that's gonna be a lot of support from the organizations to build those AMs up.
Yeah.
I don't know how close we are to that,
Oh, we're not. But I think
Well,
that would be cool.
but that would be a cool system for sure.
Let's compare it to like League of Legends, right? LCS had 8 teams, and the way it worked was top 6.
Yeah.
They go to playoffs. Bottom 2 have to go play in relegation, and they have the chance to qualify back in, or they get knocked out.
Yeah.
And they go to Challenge League. They changed that to 12 teams. So now the way it works is top 6 go to playoffs. 7 stays in LCS. 8, 9, and 10? No, 8, 9, 10, 11 play in relegation, and then 12 is just kicked out. He's done. Like they hit.
Oh, if you get last in the MLG league, I think you should just be kicked out too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think there should be an amateur league.
I mean, that again, you need a lot of support for that.
Well, yeah,
too.
but I'm saying like go back to like League of Legends like comparison. Organizations like Curse, Complexity, like in League of Legends, like back when they had academy teams, like they had like their
like
B
a
team.
farm team.
Right, like a B
Right,
team.
but we don't have that.
That's way down the
Well,
road.
I mean,
feel
like the only organization that actually has 2 teams in the Pro League is Optic, right?
You would end up with a league of
I mean, how
2
popular would
DT
it
teams,
be? I mean,
Mutiny, Vex, SB.
I don't think it would be
AR,
popular at all. People would
wouldn't-
just watch
yeah,
the
it wouldn't-
MLG Pro League, to be honest.
Oh, of course, but I'm saying like I don't know how much the Challenger Series is actually streamed, but the whole idea of them playing in the Challenger Series and then having to qualify, and then they have to play against the pro teams, and if they beat them, I like that whole style of relegation.
I mean, I like
I
that.
think the system that I had, you give the semi-pros an opportunity to actually make money because they're not playing against pros anymore.
Right.
You know?
I like the challenger system that you have a personal connection to those players because it could be you. I mean, you could play your way, and if you play your way perfect throughout like the season that the league has,
Right.
you could be a challenger. So you have a personal connection to
I
those
do like
people that are playing in that challenger series,
Yeah.
and that could be you one day.
Right.
I mean, unless we have this big ranking system that you can connect to MLG,
Right.
I don't think that happens. But if that happens, that would be cool, and that would be a good way to
Right.
bring AMs into like a professional league.
Yeah. I feel like if you're expanding to 16 teams, all you're adding is 4 teams that are going to play for last place.
No, yeah, you are.
100%.
You're just adding more teams on the bottom. I mean, who finished? So you would have had that would have you would have
it's
saw
Sin.
Sin.
Prof. Well, Prof should
Prof.
have made it.
You
Yeah,
would have saw Sin, Prof,
should have made it.
Vex,
No, not Vex. VVV
VVV,
and SB.
and SB got in. They all would have been like bottom 4 teams
Yeah,
anyway.
No,
exactly.
Prof could have contended for top 8.
He just saw them lose a relegation tournament.
Well, that's
Now you're
because
telling
H
me-
challenged from green. Like, you don't got
So now
challenged
you're
from
gonna
green.
tell. How stupid is this? They just lost a team. They just lost a tournament against teams who we all just said would finish at the bottom.
You're telling me that
and then he goes.
You're
and tells
telling
you
me the
that they're
Rise
gonna
team is
finish
better than Prophecy? The old
online, probably.
Online? It's
Online,
Octane? Octane is a
that,
god.
I would agree with
They
him actually. That
qualified.
one.
They qualified.
Octane's in the
I
biggest
wouldn't
router.
think they would
Is Prof
make top
better than
8.
no? Is Prof better than Epsilon? Or are they better than Orbit? Are they better than any of those?
Might be a little better
teams?
than Orbit.
Don't think about the players individually. Think about the team you
I'm
just
thinking
saw.
about online season right
Think
now.
about the team you
Like-
just saw.
Like Prof should not have been upset by Synergy either. Like, that shouldn't
That's
have happened.
true.
But they did.
But they
But
did.
it happened.
The Pac-Man effect.
But it happened. Just look at the team you saw. They weren't good. They weren't good. I don't know. But that's a quick scope for today.
JP wins.
JP wins. Congratulations.
Oh,
After this,
yeah.
quick commercial break. Top 5 games from Season 3 relegation.